Hello everybody, and thank you for joining us for the Fall 2017 semester's 6th and final edition of LTV News. On today's program, we will be taking a look at such College of New Jersey events as AIMM After Dark, Cubs Ski Lodge, and the Christmas tree lighting, and talking about the end of TCNJ Snap. Stay with us. From Kensal Hall, I'm Kelsey Haynes. Let's get started. Unofficial TCNJ Snapchat account TCNJ Snap has ended its run following a campus controversy. The account, which was created in October 2015, got into hot water recently after reposting a picture on its story from an on-campus individual. The post, which appeared to be taken without the subject's consent, was seen by many as racially motivated due to its caption and associated two African-American women walking around campus with gang culture. The image was subsequently shared on both Facebook and Twitter, stirring up further controversy and calling into question the college's commitment to an inclusive campus climate. A conversation between a concerned student and a TCNJ Snap moderator was also revealed, with the student calling the post racist and the moderator writing back that people want, quote, their opinions to be shared on the account as well, end quote. In an email sent out to the college community, Dawn Tran, Director of Student Diversity and Inclusion, and Carrie Thompson-Tillett, Associate Vice President and Chief Diversity Officer, said, quote, while the intention of an incident may be harmless, the impact may create a culture that is counterproductive to our values at TCNJ, end quote. On December 5th, the former moderator and founder of TCNJ Snap, who had turned over the reins of the account to the moderator, who reposted the picture in question, reclaimed control of the account and said in a post that they would, quote, permanently delete this account, end quote. The moderators of the account have always kept their identities anonymous. LTV reached out to the TCNJ Snap founder for a further response, to which the founder expanded on the previous statement. The moderator said, quote, I'm pulling the plug on the Snap for good. Before I turned it over to the current moderators, I had spent hundreds of hours building this account up and ensuring that every single post was a positive one that portrayed TCNJ and its students in the best possible light. I know the Snapchat became so widely popular and accepted because of the strict standard for posting. It's come to my attention that the current moderators are unable to maintain the strict standard 100% of the time. While I believe there was no malicious intent for the moderator who posted the offending snap, it was a clear demonstration of bad judgment, and an account with TCNJ's name on it that only gets things right 99% of the time is not good enough. It fails the students, the administration, and it tarnishes the school's incredible reputation. I've got an overwhelming amount of feedback tonight from students that benefited from using the Snap in the past. It truly warmed my heart to hear so many positive experiences made possible by something I'd originally created. But even one negative experience from the Snap is one too many, and I'm now destroying it to guarantee this never happens again. Let it be a reminder that racism has no place in this world, and we all must do our part to stomp it out whenever it arises, end quote. TCNJ Snap had thousands of followers, most of which were current and former TCNJ undergraduate and graduate students. Throughout the years, the account was active. It reposted pictures and videos sent to by college students through scavenger hunts around campus, held talent shows, and in general, connected students around campus. Whether it be helping students out with class recommendations, finding lost items, or selling possessions, TCNJ Snap facilitated conversations and represented the community. In other news, the College Union Board held their annual holiday-themed end-of-semester event, while previous years saw the club transferring the Broward Student Center into a Candyland and Winter Village. This year, the theme was Ski Lodge, between an artificial ice rink, which students happily skated around, a gingerbread cookie and gingerbread house making station, where people made delicious holiday treats, and a Stuff-A-Plush station, which invited attendees to make their own stuffed animal. The event was a hit. Additionally, holiday movies were shown, a winter-themed photo booth was set up, and the students tested their balance on a mechanical snowboard. Various student organizations were also on hand to educate students about different holiday traditions and practices. Cubs Levi Reed told LTV, quote, what I think makes this event so special is that it caters to so much of the student body. We try to represent as many religions and cultures as possible, end quote. Next up on Friday, December 1st, LTV News correspondent Michael Batista headed on over to the Arts and Interactive Multimedia Building for AIMM After Dark. Arts and IMM students showed off their works from throughout the semester to fellow students, family, and friends. Everything from animation to virtual reality to art projects were on display. Attendees were invited to explore the various exhibits in the building, as well as check out Andrea Carlson's Ravenous Eye collection in the art gallery, which saw the Chicago-based artist combining images of nature and culture in a multimedia, partially interactive experience. The Ink Babble, a stunning 10 by 15 foot drawing made with pen and ink, colored pencil, graphite, oil paint, and more, and includes 60 pieces of paper arranged in a grid-like fashion. in particular drew quite a bit of attention. After Dark also featured an open mic, a study abroad panel discussion with AIMM students, a performance from TCNJ's music production club AMPed, and artist market where students sold their works in the AIMM courtyard. Here's Michael with a closer look at the students' work showcased at the event.
Thanks, Kelsey. I'm here at AIMM After Dark, where arts and interactive multimedia students showcase their work from throughout the semester. Let's go take a closer look.
My project is called The 4 20-Year-Olds. It's about 4 20-year-old guys. They live together. They get into all sort of shenanigans, and as you might be able to tell by the tongue-in-cheek title, they like to smoke pot. That's one of their favorite pastimes. The characters are loosely based on my friends and myself, and from there, like, ideas just started flowing between my friends and I, and eventually we had enough. I'm like, I think I have enough to work with. I can make a couple episodes out of these.
Zoe Gator, and my product is named Projection Funhouse. So basically the idea is I want to combine projection mapping with like modern funhouse themes. So the classic tourist head and hole, put your head here, you're on a bodybuilder, bring that up and coming with projection to make it more interactive. I know I like video making. I like doing different kinds of video conceptual kind of things. So I wanted to bring that forward into something that could be more interactive.
This is my project. It's called the Water Street Project, named after my group Water Street from Home. What I'm trying to do is kind of this big two-part project where we're trying to really make, part one, we're trying to build our media, get a lot more content like photos, videos, new music we've been working on a lot, and really pack that into one thing. And then the other part is a performance aspect where we're trying to take some lights and video effects and control them in real time with our playing, not just like preset cues, but have them controlled in real time by us. I came to TCNJ not knowing a thing about AIMM, so this is kind of, I just really tried to start somewhere that I was really passionate about. So obviously for me that's music. I grew up just playing a long time. I have a really deep love and respect for playing music, so I want to do something that involves that and involves my rest of my band back home. So I figured this would be a cool thing to try and experiment with and see if we can make happen.
I'm Gabe Salazar, and my project for my senior thesis is a podcast. It's called Entitled. It's a podcast for millennials by millennials. So I wanted to do a podcast because I myself am a podcast connoisseur. I like to listen to them in my free time. And I wanted to make my own where I can voice my own opinions with my friends and special guests.
The way that the AIMM program is structured, it's very open. You can pick your interest and run with it. And whatever it is, we have this equipment and we have the professors to help you in whatever way they can.
Every time I walk in this building, I feel like I'm surrounded by people who want to see you create something and they want to see what you have. And I feel the same for everybody else out here in this project, is I want to see what they come up with and what their ideas are. And I think that, especially in this program, I think everything that you go through really harbors and fosters that idea of being creative and trying to, put your best foot forward.
Wow, there's so much talent here on display. Thanks so much for watching. Back to you, Kelsey.
Lastly, Friday, December 1st saw College of New Jersey students gathering around the Eli Allen Brewster Circle for the TCNJ Residence Hall Association's lighting of the Christmas tree. Free cookies and hot chocolate were served to get attendees in the holiday spirit. The tree was lit up at 7 p.m. following performances from TCNJ's dance team and other organizations and was met by the crowd with a loud round of applause and cheers. Students took pictures around the beautiful tree with their friends while Christmas music played over the speakers. To cap off the evening, they were greeted by Santa Claus, who handed out candy canes and further helped us in the holiday season. That does it for this edition of LTV News. If you're interested in joining LTV, like us on Facebook or email us at ltv@tcnj.edu. A huge thank you to all of our viewers for tuning into LTV News this semester. We'll be back in the new year with plenty more stories, interviews, and insights into campus happenings. For all of us here at Lions Television, I'm Kelsey Haynes. Have a happy holidays, and we'll see you next time.